is 5th South. You'll be died, that's it right there. That's where I used to live. My dad built that.
Which one?
My dad built both that little house and that.
The red house with the house with the red trim?
Yeah, this used to be old Dad's garden. And this stuff is all rental property now. We sold it to a guy that... My dad built that. That white door goes down to where my mother used to store her fruit.
What white door?
No, that one right there.
Oh, this?
It's kind of locked right off
this right
the
here?
house. That's where you go down in there, and that's where she would keep her canned stuff.
Uh-huh. So you lived in this house?
Yeah.
With the star on it?
Yeah. Only it didn't have a star on it.
Did you sleep on that porch?
No, but I slept on... See where the door goes into the house?
The door right next to that fruit door?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That was not there when I lived there. But that was into the bathroom.
Oh.
My dad built that onto the house.
That little extra part?
Yeah, and I slept out there in the winter when it was a screened-in porch.
That thing that slants down?
Yep. And my dad built all of this here.
All of these?
Yeah.
What was this used for?
That was my Aunt Lou and Uncle Bill's house. Dad built it for them for like $600. Because they lived over on this street that we just came up, and somebody came back and said they want to live in their house again.
Oh.
And so Lou and Bill, Bill was from Kansas, and I mean, this all looked so beautiful when my dad was taking care of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't all messy like this, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And this had a front on it. We could open the doors and...
This here?
Yeah.
Garage?
It was beautiful.
We should take a picture.
Your grandpa, Schetzlar, put the roof on that. I just cannot believe that little house. I lived my whole teenage years almost in that house. That was the front door over there by that porch.
Uh-huh.
This is the kitchen. You can see how little the kitchen is, where the two little windows are.
Oh, right here.
The dining room was there where the big window is.
Okay. Same color, same everything?
No, it used to be different colors. It used to look nice. The fence would come out and about up to where you can see the green.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother used to hang her clothes on a line that was right here. Then he had raspberries, and that was his garden, and he had everything like, you know, carrots and beans and peas to stitch. Like every so often, and we'd turn it in and have it go down all the rows.
Water, irrigation.
Yeah.
Was the address the same?
147 West, 5th South. Yeah. 147 West, 5th South. That's the front room. That's my uncle's house.
This one here?
Yeah, I don't know if he still lives there or not. It's in town. And he was driving down my road and found my little brother in the middle of the night. He'd crawled out of his bed and started walking around. And he came and knocked on our door and we were all asleep. And he said, "Do you know this little boy?" It was my brother Max. He found him almost to the highway down there. That window wasn't there when I lived there.
The one on this side?
That first one on the side.
Uh-huh. So were you born in that house?
Yeah. Up here, I used to go, I'd walk to school 5 blocks.
To high school or younger?
To grade school.
Okay. Do you know anyone that lived on this
Well,
street?
my grandparents lived there. Do you know?
Which house?
This house.
The green one?
Their house isn't there anymore. If I had to pick a house, it would be that blue one.
With the one with blue
But
trim?
it didn't look like that when it didn't have blue or anything.
This one here?
Yeah. Here was the church. There was a recreation hall on this side. It is hooked on now, but it wasn't.
So this is recreation hall?
And that's where I was baptized, in that little place right there.
In the middle?
Yeah. And this?
This isn't even a church anymore.
No, it's a wedding place, I think, or something.
Huh.
But this window was in the Ruben era ones. That's our church. Oh, it was cool. So I had to walk about a block and a half to
Yeah,
church.
not bad.
This used to be the telephone company. I don't know what it is now.
It's a grocery store.
Oh, that's right. My aunt lived at my grandpa's house after he died, and yeah, it's still there. She never did take care of it at all.
Oh.
It was just like a big junk heap. It still is. It's the green roof.
Oh.
They raised like 12 children there in that house.
That's your grandpa's house?
Yeah,
Which grandpa?
Peterson. In that little house. These all where all those buildings are behind, he had a farm. I mean, he had like cows, and he had a team of horses, and this is where his relatives lived. This used to be across the road and up a block was where all the schools were. No, I've never seen either one of those buildings. Here is the old tabernacle, still there.
This
I
here?
can't believe it. Yeah.
What was that used for?
Just state conferences. That's where I graduated from high school.
Oh.
Right up in front of where that big truck is used to be my high school. They built it over there. It used to be right in front of us.
So the high school used to be just right up in
And that
front.
was where I went to junior high.
That looks original.
Yeah, that is. We used to come out here and raise the flag every single day. Pledge allegiance.
You'd come outside to
We'd
do
walk
that?
up those steps, and that would be into the high school. This includes all the schools, all those little towns like Sigurd, and
Uh-huh.
doesn't include Salina in the snow.
Went
Never
home
had
for
a
lunch.
vacation. Never had a canceled. Never.
A snow day?
No, never. Everything is so different.
Christensen Furniture.
Christiansen.
Is there significance to that?
No. Well, that's where my mother and dad used to buy all their furniture. They'd buy one thing at a time and pay for it. And they'd pay for something else. My Aunt Zena used to work for a lady who used to clean her house. Oh, it's gone now. That big house over there that's not a house anymore is where she used to live.
So this is Main Street.
Yep. This green place right here used to be, I don't know if it is now. No, it isn't. I used to work in there. It was a hardware store. And I used to work in that theater.
Oh.
That's the post office. Doesn't look any different. There's Christensen's.
Oh yeah, Mom told me about
Your
this.
mother wanted you to go in there.
Yeah, she did. What is this place?
It's just a dry goods store.
The inside of the store.
My Aunt Lou used to work in here. Boy, that's the big hotel in town. That house, I used to go with the girl that lived in that house. There's the fire station. My uncles worked on the fire, volunteer fire one. That's where we had all of our 4th of July things. last home up here that my mother and dad were both in.
Oh.
I think mine are black. Oh, this is them. That's Mom and Dad right there. That's my grandma and Grandpa Christensen, my mother's parents. This is my mother's parents. My mother and Dad. This is Aunt Lou and Uncle Bill that lived in that house on our lot. He's from Kansas. This is Freddie, Mother's little brother. Died when he was 5. I think he had cancer.
Wow.
This is...
Look at that, it's crossed out. They changed the 5 to a 4.
Oh. Oh, there's my little brother Max.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't quite 4. 5, I guess. This is Aunt John and Uncle Ray and that's there. Wow. And that's Aunt Sylva and Uncle Cy. Cy was my mother's brother. Charles Black. Sure, he's one of my relatives. Prime and Frida. Uncle Prime was my mother's uncle. Well, Elda was a child of one of the Blacks, and he's black. They're all together. My mother's grandpa was a Black. They're Black. He died very early. He was a doctor. This is another brother, Seymour Black, my mother's uncle. I wonder if they've torn down the swimming pool. I wonder if this is still a swimming pool.
Yeah, it is. Swimming pool. So it was always indoor?
No, it was always outdoor. I guess that's reasonable because then you can use it year-round, I guess.
So how often did you come here?
I didn't come very often because my mother was heavy and she wouldn't walk this far. And she didn't trust me to not get drowned.
Oh.
That's why I never learned how to swim. I walked up here quite a bit, but when I was in high school, my mother let me come up, but by then I was a lost cause. They had little teeny rooms where you could go in and dress. It was all open then. It's just Richfield.